together for tales of bruise in hand. Doug and Ryan lead the laughter, best podcast in all the land. Crack a beer, the time is near, stories bold and true. Saucy moments with some cheer, this hour's made for you. The Well, it's where we dwell, laughs and drinks they swell. Doug and Ryan casting spells, in our hearts they always held. From the first to final pour, wisdom flows unknown, legends of the nights before. In laughter we have grown, shots and stories intertwined, underneath the moon, bruise and banter so divine.
Welcome to The Well.
The Well.
Oh, we are close up here.
So fucking close.
There we go. Now we're not nervous. I kind of like that, though, to start. Just sort of really bring people out, you know? Like mugshots. Been sitting here all day, waiting to be unleashed.
Movember, baby.
Movember. This is for Men's Health.
Dude, you got a good fucking, you got like an old timer stash.
Yeah? Like I've been around the block.
Like you were a banker in like Westworld type, you know?
Yeah, like I just recently lost my transcendental accent. Transatlantic? Transcendental? You know what I mean? Where it's like, reading the news, eh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have no idea. I still feel like really close.
You do seem a little closer than normal. It seems like you've got like a zoom in going or something.
What's going on? What's happening here? Okay.
We'll count it.
Hello, everybody. Hello.
Hello. Well, happy Friday, post-election.
Yep.
Good times. Saw a lot of business here at Saucy on election night, which makes sense.
Yep. Hell of a night, brother.
Hell of a night, brother. But for right now, what are we drinking today, Ryan?
We're drinking whiskey, babe. We're drinking whiskey. Bullet Frontier, the best
You ever heard of it?
whiskey in all the land.
I've got to figure out how to open this thing. They
Uh,
only had a big size. Made me feel crazy.
yeah, the election, dude. What a banger. There's all
What
types
a
of shit
banger.
going on.
I mean, yeah, it's like can't really be on social media now for a little bit, you know? Or at least if you don't want to like go crazy or only see like negative shit.
But I'll tell you what, dude, the stock market is fucking ripping.
Well, that makes sense.
Ripping right now. So that's kind of cool to see.
It's so funny how much I feel like this presidential election was so much more based on like vibes than any other presidential election.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. I know people are. I mean, you and I have talked about it. We're both pretty much down the middle as far as like everything is concerned in life.
I don't even have opinions.
I don't even have an opinion.
No, I've checked myself out of the whole opinion having thing.
If I could pull off that Larry David clip, I would have at the polling place.
What's that?
Like, there's the clip where he's, I forget what episode it is, but he's like, "Are you voting for Rumpelstiltskin?" And the guy's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Well, I'm voting for the other guy. You want to just get out of here? We'll get out of line and we just cancel each other out anyway." So
honestly, if somebody said that to me, I'd be like, "That makes sense."
makes sense. Dude, I want to vote for Larry.
Like that just being efficient.
Love that guy. So, yeah. Banger. Absolute bangers. Cheers. Oh, I'm sorry. So rude of me. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, you went neat.
I would go ice cube, but I realized in my freezer I did not refill my ice tray, so I had to do that now.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. I didn't even know you guys had ice out there.
It's new. We're just getting
Oh,
around to it.
That's
Yeah.
fun. Do you just
We're pretty
pick up
excited about it.
you pick up the snow and you
Yeah, just
save
put
the
in the
snow
freezer.
from the previous winter?
It's a harvest. Yeah, it's kind of like a harvest. Yeah. I'm really excited about this winter because I haven't had many cold drinks recently.
Yeah, you don't have any ice, so okay.
Yeah, it's been tough. It's been tough. You got to harvest it from the icicles. It's going to be an exciting hunting season here.
Yeah, it's gonna be so cool. I mean, that sounds great for you.
Yeah, I love that for you.
Yeah, I love that for you. Um, so I didn't know. Do you know how to sip whiskey?
I just did right there.
No, but do you know how to sip whiskey?
No.
Okay. Do you have the bottle?
Yeah.
Okay. So you give it a little sip, or you give it a little sniff. You pick up the notes. Okay. And what you're going to do is you want to give it a little bit. You want to just turn down your bottom lip, okay? And yeah, there you go. And you want to take a little sip. Wow, what a fucking booze hound with that big bottle.
It's so big. I was like, shit. I had to go to the grocery store down the street, and this is the only bottle they had, and I was like, Jesus.
Okay. But yeah, you wanna let that hit the back of your palate. Do you feel the burn?
Yeah, absolutely.
So in the whiskey world, it'd be like hot.
It's hot.
Right? It's hot. This isn't as hot. So what you next time, since we're in the winter months, we should pick up like 100 proof. What is this one?
I think 70,
90
right?
Yeah,
90.
you want
Oh,
to get
Chambly.
over 100.
Okay.
And that's when you get into the really good whiskeys.
What
I'll make a
does that
recommendation.
even mean? Like proof?
Proof is in the pudding.
Yeah. Is that what they say?
What, I look like a fucking song?
I hear this beer has a lot of hops in it.
No, but I mean, I'm probably mixing up information here, but I've just heard that over 100 proof, typically you're getting into A, just better whiskeys, and B, like a single batch.
Okay.
So
And
the whiskey world, they tend to blend whiskeys a ton. Like this is
Yeah.
probably blended with like, well, this might not even be, I don't know.
most of it's blended. Like even like
Yeah.
high caliber whiskeys will say it's like I think it's especially special when it's like a single malt scotch or like a single single batch, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm talking out of my ass, but we'll try it.
I like it. You're the resident whiskey expert.
Yeah.
You're the som.
I'm the song.
Yeah.
What else
Come
you
to
want
me
to
for like the like Sunny D hard seltzer stuff. I'll give you all the info you need on that.
Mm-hmm.
That's more my speed.
I'm more on like the Dorito side. Put me in front of a chip, and I'll tell you everything you need to know.
Yeah. I mean, I love it. I love a good chip.
I'm a chip boss.
What's a top 3 chips for you?
Okay, I'm gonna say. Oh shit! There's so many good ones.
He says he's a chip guy. Can't even name his top 3 chips.
No, there's so many good ones. I'm gonna really blanket. I'm going with any jalapeno.
Okay, like a kettle chip, a kettle jalapeno chip. Miss
Yeah,
Vicky's.
Yeah, Miss Vicky's is
I love
pretty
Miss
good.
Vicky's.
Have you ever had Have a Chip? I
No.
think that's the name of the brand. And they put soy sauce on.
That sounds good.
Yeah, tortilla chips. That's probably second. That one's rough because you can just nail it. You can eat a whole bag.
Yeah, well, that's like all chips.
Yeah.
At least, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. And I might go Cool Ranch Doritos, like as just like a
Staple.
third staple. Don't have them a lot, but when they're around, that bag getting fucked up.
Nothing hits harder than the local pool going swimming, coming out, ripping some Doritos from the bag with some wet fingers. Oh yeah.
It's like a little white bread sandwich with like American cheese and some ham or something.
And yeah, turkey or ham or something.
So good.
So good.
Just twice baked mayonnaise on that sandwich.
Perfect. On both pieces of bread.
Sun baked mayonnaise. Yeah.
Just trying to get the calories in. I don't want to cramp.
No, yeah, 100%. Don't go back
You
to
need the
pool.
mayo.
You get 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So, yeah. What about you? Give me a chip. Give me a top 3.
Like you, I've been really into like the flaming hot or like jalapeno stuff.
Okay.
Like honestly, one of my very favorite chips that's come out recently, that debuted its EP was the Ruffles Flamin' Hot Barbecue chips.
Oh, okay.
Those are so bomb. Like
There you
Flamin'
go.
Hot Barbecue is, I don't even really like barbecue chips that much, but yeah, with the Flamin' Hot, so good.
Sounds good.
I'm pretty sure they like stole it from I think it's Louisiana they stole it from. It's like that's a normal thing over there, is like hot barbecue chips.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's somewhere in the South where that's like super popular. I'm a fan. I love that shit. And then I think I'm more nacho cheese Doritos. And then honestly, like, it's not an every time chip, but it's got to be in the Mount Rushmore Funyuns. Funyuns are good.
Oh, I never fucked with Funyuns.
Funyuns are good. I love onion rings. Like, I would prefer onion rings over fries every time.
Did you see Portnoy's thing, the onion ring review,
No,
and the controversy behind it?
no, I didn't see this.
They I forget the place is called, some place in like Connecticut or something like that. He gave it a 10 out of 10. And but this guy has a conspiracy theory about the place.
About the actual institute. Yeah.
The restaurant. He went there like a couple weeks before, tried to purchase these onion rings, and they wouldn't sell it to him. Because he was sitting outside. That was the thing. He was sitting outside. But then when he went inside to buy them, they were like, no, we can't sell it to you.
That's weird.
I know, the cook's like, I think the cook is like almost like the soup Nazi. I think he only serves. Do you know the soup Nazi?
No.
Oh, from Seinfeld.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he just serves whoever he wants to serve.
That's so weird.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta look into that. That's interesting.
Yeah. Big news today. Big. No, that was it. That was my.
Oh, that was the news.
Yeah, that was my news.
I thought something else was coming. I was like, what? Oh no. Did I miss it?
Just, trying to keep everyone's finger on the pulse here.
For sure. Well, speaking of Portnoy, I did want to talk about just like celebrity endorsements and everything. He obviously was like big into that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess first wanted to open it up with just like, do you care about celebrity endorsements, or I guess this is even a better question. Is there a celebrity or a product where a celebrity could get you to buy it or would be more interested in it because of that? Like just general celebrity endorsements.
Well,
like
I mean,
not even
yeah.
about politics. Yeah.
Like Karina Koff got me to purchase OnlyFans.
Yeah, I would have never done it had she not shown what was available on that platform.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. Yeah. I feel like we're persuaded by celebrity.
Yeah.
Depending on what it is,
And for sure. I mean, I think honestly, maybe it was kind of leading of me, but maybe not because it didn't seem like I led you there. Was like, I think if it's a celebrity where like it makes like, I don't know, it's like this isn't the best example because they're gonna have it no matter what, but like a basketball player with basketball shoes, you know, where it's like I trust their opinion because like they're an
Yeah, of
expert
course.
using this thing. But then and then I think this is where I think the conversation gets interesting though. Do you feel like Kyrie Irving is saying Nike are the best shoes, that's why I wear them? Or do you think he's saying Nike gave me the bag and that's why I wear these? Because now I'm contractually obligated because I'm so good at basketball. That makes Nike cool that I'm getting the bag for wearing them. I don't know.
Of
Does that
course.
make sense to you? Or
Yeah, of
like,
course. I mean, that's exactly it.
so
But
then this kind of connects me. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, if he performs, no matter what, it's gonna work. You're gonna be like, I gotta get those fucking shoes. Like,
Yeah,
I
they look
gotta be
sick.
wearing. Yeah, whatever he's doing on the court, hell yeah, I want to do that. You know, be
Yeah.
like Mike. So, I mean, Michael Jordan made a career out of that. He would have done that with fucking Adidas or anything else, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, and that's the thing is like I don't know if I think that social contract is there, right? Like I don't know, like, but you do have to think a little bit harder than just like Kyrie wears Nikes, Nikes are good, you know, like
I mean, but don't you think that's like kind of like the ape brain? Like that's
yeah, for
that's
sure,
human.
and it
That's
works.
every
Like it
human.
works on me too. Yeah,
Yeah.
like I'm not saying anything, like, but you wouldn't necessarily say those shoes are the best. And like you know that,
Yeah.
right? Like yeah,
You're gonna put
yeah,
them on, and the fucking soles are gonna fall off. You
yeah.
know?
Like,
But that's at that point, it's not Kyrie's fault; it's Nike's fault. You know what I
yeah,
mean? So you like
definitely.
totally separated. You're still following your guy, right?
You
So
got yeah. Oh, for sure. All I mean by this, and I guess what I wanted to connect it to is like I was thinking about this morning, which is I lean more like on the liberal side, at least like with where my media comes from and that sort of thing. But it feels like to me a
yeah,
celebrity endorsement on the left side is more akin to a brand putting a rainbow filter over their profile picture during Pride Month than it
Mhm.
is a real endorsement of that candidate. So like it almost feels like to me Beyonce has to support the Democratic candidate regardless of who she, he, them are. Taylor Swift has to promote the Democratic candidate regardless of who they actually are, and that's
yeah,
making these celebrity endorsements feel less and less exciting or interesting or like a real push to a better candidate to me. At least like with I don't know, liberal celebrities feel to me more like they have to because of their brand. You know, like
yeah,
Charlie XCX saying Kamala is brat is more for Charlie XCX than it is Kamala. Like it's more
yeah.
about XCX attaching her brand to the Democrat liberal candidate that I assume the people she wants to appeal to more are probably more interested in. You
No, I
know,
agree with that.
yeah.
I totally agree with that. I mean, there's definitely a selfishness wrapped up, regardless of side.
Oh yeah,
When
yeah. Joe Rogan having Trump on his podcast is clearly for him.
yeah,
Like,
he's stoked,
yeah,
right? Now he's considered like the biggest podcast. I mean, he was the biggest podcast in the world. I don't even know what he is now.
yeah. Even more so now.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I agree with that. Yeah, but I'm curious. Like the bigger question is like, I don't know. It's like is celebrity almost like dead? You know what I mean? And it's not dead, but the I mean, clearly, like the outcome, like no one gave a rat's ass about what any of these celebrities were pitching, you know, on
Yeah.
both sides. So, I mean, maybe Joe Rogan, but
Well,
I don't know.
I don't know. I've been thinking about this too. Where it's like I almost kind of think the conservative celebrity endorsement carries more weight than the liberal one right now. Um, and here's
Yeah,
why.
maybe.
Like
Yeah.
the what I would say about that, or like a way I could quantify it would be, I just think about like the alt or like the alt mainstream stuff, you know, not legacy media, but YouTube. It's like that's all mainstream stuff, you know, like or podcasts and that sort of stuff, but it's not legacy. I feel like the alt liberal stuff is and this is maybe just me not being as connected into it, but like I feel like the alt liberal stuff is so much less serious than the alt conservative stuff. And by that I mean
Maybe
just
like
the
less
pod.
passion,
What? Say that one more time.
less passion almost.
Not even that, but I guess what I mean is like the podcast tour between Kamala and Trump.
Yeah,
Like the Trump went on like Rogan, and I think people who listen to Rogan, and I think Rogan himself would like to believe he's this he's a thinker, he's intelligent, he does his research, he calls out
yeah,
bullshit, he's not, kind of a conspiracy, he's a thinker. And then Kamala went on Call Her Daddy, which is like not, I don't view it like that. That's a fun podcast. It's
yeah,
pardon my take. You know,
yep.
like, and that's not the only podcast she went on. So I don't want to like say that's all. She also went on like Club Shay Shay with Shannon Sharp.
Oh, did she really? I didn't watch it.
Exactly. It got less views than than something with somebody called, and I don't know who this is. He must be really popular because he got more views than Kamala Harris. Lil Rel. A Lil Rel interview for more
I
time.
thought Shannon Sharp was back in the news for that whole Instagram stuff.
You would have thought, right? You would
Yeah.
think him interviewing the potential first female president would do better numbers than Lil Rel, but
Yeah.
it did not.
Wow.
So that's what I'm saying is like, I think like I've listened to Shannon Sharp's podcast. I think he does a really good job interviewing people. It's really interesting. It's sophisticated, like in a non-formal way. But I don't think his audience, like at least from YouTube views, they're just not interested in that. And I would never go to Club Shay Shay for like, who am I going to vote for president? I guess he hasn't built himself like that yet. I go to him more for like underneath Hollywood real shit now because of all that stuff with Cat Williams, how good he is at interviewing.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. I mean, I'm honestly stoked to see these YouTube personalities really take the lead on the celebrity front.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just something you and I've chatted about a million times, like, and the amount of influence they carry and everything like that, and that really being proven out because it's been forever watching. I mean, anyone and everybody in Hollywood or something like that calling oh, they're just YouTubers. You know what I mean? Oh, they're just a bunch of YouTubers. It's nothing. No, dude, they got like 20 friggin' million people watching them every day.
Yeah,
watching, and they wield, an incredible amount of influence. And I think, you guys need to like kind of take notice. So
it's interesting too how after everything's shaken out, and again, bias for me because it's the platform I like best, but how everything's shaken out where YouTubers and like streamers like on Twitch and YouTube Live seem to be the alt celebrities that actually carry real weight, while I still think like Instagram models and like people who are only famous through Instagram, not like musicians who have big Instagram followings, and TikTokers still don't really carry that weight.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know why. It seems, but like it does seem like the other platforms haven't really shaken out with like real influencer sway yet.
No, 100%. 100%. I mean, even small YouTubers, like small, like a couple million,
100K to
100K.
even like 500K. Yeah.
Yeah. Like when they throw like events and stuff like that, like people fucking show up. It's like the Beatles or something. You know what I mean? Like,
there's a reason they all have merch. There's a fucking reason they all have merch.
There's bands that can't even do that with 100K following them on Instagram. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, or that many listens on Spotify or whatever.
Yeah,
like it's not. Exactly. It's not this. Well, and because music and short form content, you just really don't build a relationship with the person.
Yeah,
making it. Like with music, for me, it's always been kind of like myth making, where like I kind of imagine what the guy looks like. I listen to like a lot of punk stuff, so I'm always like, oh, it's some skinny white dude,
Yeah,
and then it's so funny to see them where they don't look like that at all, and it almost kind of ruins it a little bit for you. It's like, oh, what the hell? This is like a thick Asian guy, like that is, and it almost like takes you out. You're like, whoa, not at all who I thought was making this, yeah. And you can't do that with YouTubers or streamers.
No. I mean, that's why I'm a huge. I mean, I think the gold standard right now is, I mentioned them before, people like the Daily Driven Exotics, like those guys are putting out a video every day right now. That almost feels like, I mean, it's not perfect, but it's almost like a little episode of Entourage every day.
Yeah.
You know, 30 minutes each day, banger videos left and right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, that's crazy.
Just keeps coming back.
And how, like, no one can compete with that. None of these celebrities. Like, if I saw the guy Damon Pryor, on the road, which I probably will at some point in California, I'm totally gonna fan out.
Yeah.
It's impossible not to. I've watched this guy's fucking life for the last like 4 years. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, 100%.
It's hard not to have a parasocial, like a little bit of a parasocial relationship with these people. Like I feel that 1,000%. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if I saw Beyonce, I'd be like, oh, there's Beyonce.
Oh, like gifted hater, I'd be like, I can't believe I'm so proud of how you've grown.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. So I don't know. Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
well, I did want to just put before we move on, just want to put this out to you where I propose a 2-week ban on all celebrity posts, 2 weeks, the week before and the week after every presidential election. If you have more than 100,000 followers on any platform, your post becomes suppressed. We can't see them anymore.
Yeah, I think that's good.
I think it'd be really good.
Yeah, blackout period.
I think it'd be really healthy. I don't need to see Billie Eilish I don't need to see, like, I think it's totally cool. Like, has a right to be upset. I just don't think it needs to be news. I don't think like, there needs to be like reporting on it.
What's crazy, speaking of that, I was going to bring it up to you. I was switching. Okay, so I have my like car account, and then I have my like arts account, like like RPM or whatever.
Really drawing and
yeah. And I going back and forth this last week was just kind of like it. I don't know why it just finally occurred to me, but I'm like, holy shit, this is 2 completely different worlds that I'm being served by Instagram.
Yeah.
It like out of control. One is like Americana, car culture, fucking rev your engine.
Is that one kind of conservative? Is that one like for the boys? Like zins and shit and beer.
And then I go to my artist account and it's like, I mean, people are depressed and
a lot of jokes about killing yourself, I'm sure. Yeah,
like I'm moving out of this country, all this shit. I'm like, God damn, if I was just like glued to one of these, that echo chamber is gonna fucking destroy you. Like literally people like all caps typing, oh motherfucker, piece of shit, mother. And then on the car account, it's like, hell yeah, brother, let's fucking go.
I know. It's really wild. I mean, it's super funny.
It's crazy.
Like, it's especially funny where I've seen the post from the person that's like clear Trump supporter. That's like during this time, it's about like coming together, like it doesn't matter which side won. And then like literally seeing like a completely separate post be like, fuck anybody that says we should come together. And it's like, I get it. Like both reactions are fine right now. It's wild. Like, to only if you were like just being served one is just so
one
wild.
yeah it was just something I was just like kind of like saw only because I have the 2 accounts and both have had enough information about I guess me and maybe what I'm geared towards. Like it's just
and then doing a stereotype thing, cars
like
cars versus art,
you know what I mean? Like I'm not getting served on the car account, I'm not getting served anything remotely depressing.
That's
right now,
so
it's
funny.
all like, fuck yeah, dude, let's fucking go. Guys are doing burnouts and chicks are like, fucking
tires with American flag smoke.
Yeah. And then I went to the other account and people are just like, we're gonna burn down the Capitol. Like, this is bullshit. We're fucked.
Yeah, I mean, it is really weird. I would even just say down to like, it's funny. My heart really goes out to people who don't have like a really vested like hobby or interest right now, because it is funny to like just be on like a personal account or just kind of doing like general trending stuff or whatever, like watching YouTube or whatever, where like everything is like, because of where I land a little bit more, is more depressed and everything.
Yeah.
Versus, and then like you go into like the football and sports stuff and like nobody's mentioning it. Like the NFL trade deadline was on election night, so that's what everybody's talking about, which is great.
Yeah,
Like,
totally.
yeah, it's like, oh yeah, don't need to worry about that right now, I guess, for a little bit.
Totally. Yeah, I'll have to share with you. It's alarming. I'll
I
do
would
like a
do like a
screenshot.
30-second scroll through.
Yeah. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe the lesson there is create two personality types on Instagram. Open two accounts.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
I mean, it is scary though to think just like how easy it is to get sucked into that rabbit hole of echo chamber.
Dude, the echo chambers are so real. What they create on there, hell yeah.
Well, and like, because you
yeah.
think of it as like they're basically just sharing bait with you to see like what you're into right now. Like on the
Yeah.
car thing, it's like, okay, like are you into now like some reckless driving? Are you actually want to see some people partying? Would you rather see some like, oh, here's something that's not at all geared, like just something about specs about the cars? Or are you actually just like not actually interested in the events right now?
Yeah.
You know, it's like, it's so funny to look at feeds as like bait. I think of YouTube as that right now, because they like,
Oh, it is 100%.
they fucking just slaughter me with one type of content as soon as I pick one of them. Like I watch, you know how I get into my like predator hunts or my cop body cam footage. Watch one of those. That's all I see now.
I know.
I'd like watch something else just to get it off.
I put it on my TV, and my wife's been using it for the kids. She has destroyed my algorithm.
Oh, is it all just like little kid shit?
Yeah, my shit was perfect. Now it's fucked. It's like Coco Melon reruns, and like now Google doesn't even know what to do. They have this whole personality type for me, and they're like,
he's doing something way different.
he's got the kids content. He's got this guy. Yeah. So I gotta fix that.
Hilarious. Yeah, definitely have to fix that.
Oh man! All right, what else is in the news? What else we got going on? Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Talk about him.
I mean, I only wrote him in there here because I just feel like ever since Lunchley came out, it's just been like horrible looks after horrible look for all three of these dudes. Like Lunchley came out, then KSI's horrible single came out, which I don't know if you ever listened to. Somebody said Moana ass beat, and I was like, yeah, that's exactly what this is. It's a Moana song. It was so perfect. Like, could not put it together. I was like, yeah, it's a kid's rap song.
Moana ass beat. That's cool.
So yeah, put out some Moana ass beat. Logan Paul is freaking out because some other streamer said that he was drinking water out of his Prime bottle because he doesn't actually drink Prime. So he obviously took that to heart really, really badly. He's not happy about that.
I mean, they do that. I thought that's what athletes do.
I think most of them that are like sponsored by Prime, like it's really bad for recovery. Like,
yeah. I mean, it's like Monster Energy. You know, every time they're skating at a contest, they're not drinking Monster.
It's water in there.
It's all water. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be bad if they were drinking Monster.
Yeah, you fucking die.
They would like pass out.
Yeah. Can you imagine? But that's, you know, like that's how fucked up marketing is. Because there is some like kid out there who's just like,
oh, that's normal now.
Mid-session,
slamming monsters,
exerting all his effort onto like a 12-stair handrail. And he's like, you know what will fix this? A Monster Energy drink.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, plenty of skate sessions start with a grabbing 4 monsters at the gas station.
Well, I mean, I can't say anything. I survived on like 2-gallon things of Coke.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, obviously. I was a Dr. Pepper kind of guy.
Were you? Did you bring the cup everywhere?
No, I mean,
we honestly, all of it, and you always refill.
Okay. We were drinking like the Arizona teas when I was skating a lot.
Damn.
because of Donovan Strain and Buttery Ass Mondays. He did a whole thing about Grape Aid, and so it became really cool near us.
Oh yeah, how old were you when that came out?
13,
Oh wow, okay.
12
Yeah,
or 13.
Buttery ass Mondays. Yeah,
Yeah, Buttery Ass Mondays was like when I was 12 and 13.
that's crazy. You missed so much. You missed like
Yeah.
Baker 2G.
Yeah, all that shit is like before my time. That's all like classics.
Yeah, right.
Bro, you see the Terry Kennedy part? That dude was skating for a year.
I mean, yeah, that was crazy.
TK?
What was what was the video that came out like
Oh,
Lakai's
what's that?
Lakai's video?
Kai's was sick. The one that was everywhere when we were like really little was the girl video with the green screen skateboards.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
right. Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah. So Baker 2G came out like maybe a couple years before that, I think.
Yeah.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
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 right
right.
was like when we were in like 7th grade. Like I was probably like 10, 11, and that was like really cool and was starting to make skateboarding really cool. And then
Yeah.
like yeah, we like started like getting real like we were in the golden age with like where Ryan Sheckler and Rob Deerdeck and all those dudes had
Yeah.
shows on MTV.
Trying to think like, well, I guess I was at the skate shop when that came out. Yeah, yeah, right. Was so good. That was insane.
Yeah.
All the slow mo.
Yeah. And a
Uh,
great promo.
what?
And a great promo.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, right.
So good.
Yeah.
All those videos that followed were so good. Yeah, right. Look, I think Lakai obviously followed after that.
Fallen had some really cool stuff. I just remember the Chris Cole parts being really dope around
So
that
good.
time.
And all the songs.
And like
His
Alien
songs were so
Workshop had
good.
a lot of like super interesting, weird stuff going on, more like skits, that sort of thing.
Wait, you didn't have? Were you still buying VHS at the skate shop? No
No,
way.
no.
Damn, you missed out.
We had DVDs.
Damn, you didn't even fucking get to experience Baker 2G. I think it's 2G. They rather than buy new VHSs, they just burn the video onto like old Disney films.
Just taped over it.
Yeah, that's so cool.
That is dope. Yeah, that's like really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like a cool way to distribute it. Yeah, I mean, all that underground stuff for that like made it really charming is kind of going away in skateboarding. It's like
Oh,
really
God.
corporatized now. It
It's
sucks.
so dead, so dead.
It's pretty dead.
All these guys, they're all ruining it. Well, they all just want to get their back. You know, they got to get
Yeah.
their money, which rightfully so, because no one's making money in skateboarding. So if you
That's
can,
like all they do.
yeah.
Rob Dyrdek, like I paid for the entire line so that I could get a haircut before them because I know how much my time is worth.
Okay.
And that's called efficiency.
Why can't you just make a shit ton of money and just leave?
Just chill out.
Just chill the fuck out.
Like, I don't know, have a TikTok page where you post fun skateboarding clips here and there, Rob Dyrdek. Everybody would love you.
Yeah, or just and like the shit you're
That's
buying.
all he has to do.
Show us the shit you're buying, or you know what I mean? Like, stop being a fuck. Like, stop.
I don't need you to teach me how to be a mogul.
Yeah.
Like,
Step one of being a mogul: get super lucky, launch something on MTV, and then have MTV simultaneously stop featuring any other content except yours.
and to make all this happen, you're going to want to get super popular at a really niche underground thing right as it's becoming mainstream.
One step.
Like couldn't have been a better timed thing for him. Like
That's how it works.
the
It's
DC.
smart.
I don't even know if DC Shoes is still in business. Like,
100%. Dude, the guy just like one dumb idea with like having Big Black on there and the whole thing, and it just
the whole idea is just, hey, I'm a small white guy and he's a big black dude. What if I hung out with him?
and then someone was like, yeah, let's give you a show.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, that 30-second skit you had before your Alien Workshop part was so funny. Let's serialize 5 seasons of it.
Yeah, everyone already gave you your flowers, dude. Just leave. Stop talking. Stop talking.
So wild.
Fucking mogul, dude. Oh my God. It's so
Don't
crazy.
need any more Deer Deck content. We've seen
No.
you enough.
Yeah, just talking to a camera by himself. So
Kinda
weird.
sick.
So weird.
I think a lot of these dudes see people like Alex Hormozy and shit, and they're just like, I want to be that. Like Mikey Taylor and all, and like Rob Deerdeck and shit.
Yeah, I wonder
Like,
what their like end goal is. Like, what is it that they want to do?
dude, I
Like,
think it. To be honest, at least watching Gifted Hater and his lens on the world of these dudes, like Paul
yeah,
Rodriguez and these guys that are just always, and Scheckler and Nija, it seems like they're just chasing like a vibe. Like they're literally just chasing the idea of being desired. You know,
yeah,
like
I think that's
it's
it.
it's not even anything. Like they just want people to think they're dope and like know what they're talking about and never be questioned on anything. Like that's
Yeah,
kind of all they want, is to just be like admired and desired all day.
yeah, true. Yeah, because I don't think any of them are outside of like Mikey Taylor. I don't think any of them are selling courses, right? Maybe Rob is. Rob's got to be.
I think P Rod is like always like shilling shit.
Really?
Yeah. Like he's always like got some project, you know, like whether it's like
Yeah.
an NFT or like some merch line or some shit, you know, like just
Well,
like
that's the
bad
thing.
merch where it's
It's
like
like still in like it's still in the ethos of skateboarding. Like let them do that all day long. Energy drinks, whatever the fuck you want. But if you start selling courses on how to be successful, like fuck off.
that is crazy.
That's crazy. Or like mentorship programs, you know. Like,
Dude, everyone's got a course. I have people hitting me up on LinkedIn about like a course, and I'm like, or like
oh
having
yeah.
them be my life coach, and I'm like, dog, what? Why would I want to do that?
That's all
Who
you
are
get.
you?
Yeah, that's all you get now.
Yeah,
Just like how many sponsored chats can there be on LinkedIn?
it's gotta be like the people who pay for that stuff, and I've thought about this more as I've been watching more Sam Hyde, who's radicalizing me slowly. But
Yeah,
I kind of think those things, who like people who buy those life coach things, is people who just like desperately want, and talking shit about anyone who has these. I feel just that people who desperately want validation in what they're doing without necessarily wanting to put in all of the work. Like,
yeah,
because then it feels more real that you're paying somebody to get feedback from, like, when you really could just kind of be investing that money and all that time talking to them and just like doing what you want to accomplish instead.
yeah. It's kind of like a gym or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Gym membership.
Well, yeah.
Like,
I had a friend. Go ahead. Sorry.
well, no, I was gonna say it's like you paid for it. You should try to use it.
Yeah.
If that's
Well,
what's gonna get the motivation.
yeah. Yeah. But I mean, even like but I think like with a gym, like you have to have the gym to be able to like get fit, right? Like
Yeah.
you don't need the life coach to like make a business,
No. Yeah.
you know?
True.
Yeah. Like
Well,
it's
but
like
some
what I've
people
been.
might. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think that's true. Like, because I think if you like, I think if you want to change, you have to want to change, and like,
Yeah.
to seek out a life coach to pay money to tell you to do stuff is like, I don't know if you're gonna want to do it because now another outside source, you know what you want to do. That's why you're paying the life coach, because you want to be better. Like
Mhm.
paying the life coach isn't gonna change anything. You got to do something else.
Yeah.
Like that's why because if you people who don't need life coaches are doing all the right things, and people who buy life coaches know they could be doing more. I don't know.
Yeah.
There
But
are
you like,
people. Like,
haven't you ever felt like that barrier where you're like, you almost need someone to tell you to make that move? You know what I
but
mean?
it would
Like,
have to be somebody I like. Not. I don't think it would be a life coach. Like if it was somebody who was. Here's what I think is the difference. There's a difference between like a mentor who knows your field. Like if you wanted to be an Instagram influencer and you were paying somebody who who has millions of followers and is actually teaching about how to do it,
yeah.
that makes sense to me. But to just like pay somebody who's like a wellness guru or like a manifestation coach or something like that, I don't know. It's just like I kind of think you're paying for therapy without getting the therapy.
Oh yeah. No. Yeah. I agree with that. Yeah.
I don't know.
But, I mean, the
I
market
was
exists. I think I'm gonna get into that.
You could make so much money.
I
Well,
was
it's
thinking
like it's the same thing as people who want to be like podcasters or they want to like, and then they go and rent a studio for $200 an hour without having any channel or equipment or idea of what the show is going to be, or they go and reach out to publishers about a book they're going to write, but they haven't written a page of it. It's all in their head. Like, it's like wanting to be an artist, and instead of learning how to paint, you just keep going to the museum over and over and over again. Like, you gotta do something.
Yeah, someday, at some point, you got to do something.
Gotta do something. Yeah.
I love going to the museum, painting. That was a big. We really got away from Logan Paul on that one.
Yeah, we did. Well, I know a ton to say with him. I know you're not caught up on the Lunchley news.
No, but I know they're all getting dragged. Logan,
constantly,
and Mr. Beast is getting dragged right now.
Yeah, well, Mr. Beast will always be dragged now. Just kind of a bad situation for him altogether.
Dude, he's got everyone's coming out against him. So, R.I.P. Mr. Beast.
Rip. Did you see that his company did an internal investigation and found nothing wrong?
Classic.
And then, a couple weeks later,
Did he write that?
Yeah, they published a release about how they did an internal investigation and found no wrongdoing.
Yes.
And then a couple weeks later, people found that they were posting needing a new CEO, a new CMO, and a new CFO. So they clearly fired all of their leadership.
They promoted the internal investigation team.
The internal investigation team has done a really good job during a sensitive situation.
What a fucking guy. Get out of here. What the hell is... I didn't even look at any of this shit. I feel so bad. What the hell is Georgina?
Oh, so I was going to tell you about my new favorite thing to look at, which is On the Radar. You should On the Radar Radio. Definitely follow that Instagram page, or the Facebook page is even better.
Are you going to hear this if I click the volume?
I might let it roll. Hell yeah. She's an up and coming artist.
Oh, wait. I feel like
You've probably seen her. She's everywhere right now.
I feel like I've seen On the Radio.
On the Radar?
Or On the Radar, yeah.
They've been getting super popular because they let anybody come on.
That's cool. Yeah.
It rips. You get some really, really good rappers and artists and shit like that. But sometimes you just get the worst.
Some dogs, yeah. There's a country version of this that I found. It's not this.
Okay.
I forget what it's called, but it's amazing. It's like country rap.
You got to send it.
Yeah, it's so good. Okay, Georgina.
But yeah, you got to check out On the Radar.
She was singing.
I know. The voice is a surprise.
She looks like that video of the dude from the Bee Gees, on stage in Vegas, barely singing.
Just making hand motions,
Okay.
So yeah.
Self-made Kev. I'm assuming he's a bad one.
Yeah, that song is called "I Love Strippers."
Dude, they got to work on the production of these videos. These people are not even singing; they record obviously before.
Oh, you think so?
I mean, yeah.
Some of them for sure.
I thought a million miles away from the microphone.
I thought Georgiana sounded kind of real.
He's like this. He's this far from the mic.
And it's funny because they're kind of not super confident.
Yeah, there's no fucking way. But he's got backup dancers. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it definitely made me stick around for longer. I like the engagement strategy.
Yeah. I feel like I should be sharing the screen on these guys. Jason Kelsey, first heckler, fucking rocked that dude's phone.
You saw that?
It's amazing. Dude, so good.
Which angle did you see? The link I sent you was a way funnier angle than what I originally saw.
I think I've seen every angle. It was amazing.
The one I just saw today was with the guy being like, Kelsey, fist pound, Kelsey, and then Kelsey looks away, smashes the phone. He goes, oh, and the video ends.
Dude, that was so cool. Why would you ever talk shit to some dude and like never talk shit to a guy in shorts and Timberlands? Never.
It's just a bad choice all around.
It's a poor. I would look at my son and I'd say that's a poor choice.
You got what you deserved.
Yeah, these are poor choices.
You dug your own grave. Don't start a battle if you don't
lucky
intend on
the
finishing the war.
phone broke. Like that guy could have been like turned to dust.
Yeah,
You know,
for sure.
Jason Kelsey, Jesus Christ. Yeah. So, are you cool with him saying "fuck it"?
No, the F-bomb that he used in that video.
What did he use?
The F slur about gay people.
Oh, did he?
Yes.
No
That's why
way.
it went so viral.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, the guy asked him how it felt to have a brother that was F-bomb for dating Taylor Swift, and that pissed him off.
That's what the guy said to him?
Yeah. He
Oh
said
my
your brother is the F-bomb for dating Taylor Swift. So he stopped, he grabbed the guy's phone, threw it on the ground, and in the guy's face said, "Who's the F word now?"
Yeah. I mean, he's lucky. If someone said that, oh, dude. That guy should have been pummeled into the fucking earth.
Which,
For
yeah,
sure.
I think Kelsey's in his right. It's not, he wasn't, it would have been a problem if he had said that without it being said before. If he had whipped that word out when it hadn't been introduced to the conversation.
Oh, yeah, no, it's not called for.
That's a no-go.
Yes,
But it was already introduced, and he was asking him how he felt about the derogatory word that he had just used. So
Yeah,
I thought it was an interesting moral dilemma some people were having.
I don't know if you can blame Kelsey because at that point, he's just seeing red.
Yeah.
He's just responding.
I would say, it is an issue, though, if that word had not been introduced. Even if the guy had yelled something at him, your brother sucks for dating Taylor Swift, and then he goes and uses that word, it would have been an issue. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
It should have never been brought up. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
But you can't blame Kelsey for
reusing it.
Because at that point, it's like...
And even logically, though, he's simply asking him who that derogatory term that person just introduced in the conversation is right now.
Oh, he said that, dude.
Yeah, that was why it kind of went like crazy viral.
Beat up by everyone.
What's that?
That guy should have been beat up by everybody.
Yeah,
he should have got his phone smashed, and then some other guy just like hooked him.
Blocked him.
Yeah. Wow. What a loser. Fuck that guy. Crazy. Kelsey.
Yeah.
Amazing. I mean, how much we got? 4 minutes. You want to cover Portnoy or do you want to cover Clooney?
I don't really know about these things.
Oh, we don't have to cover Clooney. Clooney's a celebrity endorsement.
Yeah.
He says, "Who cares?" Oh, that's interesting.
No, people. It's a George Clooney. Who cares?
Oh, that's how I'm supposed to read that?
Yeah, did you hear George Clooney is representing this? George Clooney, who cares?
What a terrible headline.
You were also bad with when we were doing guessing Netflix movie titles, because I rewatched this recently about The Shadow Strays. And you thought it was about a bunch of dogs when it's a horror movie because the shadow is straying away. The shadow strays.
No, that was...
You were like, oh yeah, probably like ghost dogs.
Yeah, it sounds good.
It's a great idea. Yeah, no, I mean, as soon as he said that, I was like, oh. That's why he thought that.
No, George Clooney, who cares? That's just a terrible headline. Because George Clooney, does he even endorse people?
I don't know if he endorsed anybody. He might have endorsed somebody this year. Again, who cares?
Yeah, dude. George Clooney, who cares?
Who cares?
Okay. Okay, so Portnoy diss track, I thought was pretty cool.
Oh,
I watched it with my wife last night. We were like kind of going over the whole story, and I think that whole thing's pretty cool. I think it's cool that all those people are like, we got your back. We're gonna fucking ruin this guy's life.
fuck Zach Bryan.
Yeah,
I hate Zach Bryan.
they said some pretty fucked up shit about him in that diss track.
And it seems like it's probably true because his team keeps trying to put it, take it off everywhere.
Yeah,
It's like kind of hard to find, or at least it was for me this morning.
yeah. I mean, just classic, I guess, Portnoy or whatever, but like risk on all the time.
Yeah.
And he's probably creating a new call. What is it? Call your dad. Call me daddy.
Yeah.
The name of the show? Call me daddy.
Call her daddy.
Call her daddy. He's like creating a new version of that with BFFs. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
all this publicity on it, so good for him.
Yeah, he's so good at that shit. It's wild.
Yeah. Yeah, it was cool to see. So amazing stuff.
Great stuff. Incredible stuff.
Incredible stuff. Lots going on this week.
Long
Any,
weekend. Happy Veterans Day.
Yeah, any closing thoughts? You want to share who you voted for? And goodbye.
Yeah, Jill Stein, of course. Obviously, Jill Stein. It's always Jill Stein.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
You
it.
also vote for Jill Stein?
No. I voted for
Are you frozen? Ryan?
Sorry, I was frozen.
No, I know you vote. I know you voted for Harambe. It's okay.
I wrote in Hermambe.
Yeah, I thought it'd be such a funny meme.
I took a picture of it. I needed it for Instagram, so.
Yeah, that's good. It's probably worth it.
You got anything going on this weekend? What are you gonna do? You gonna rage?
Yeah, I'll probably rage. No, just watching football. I'll probably jump on Red Dead Redemption 2 tonight with some friends.
Oh shit! You got wild.
We've been playing that one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
kind of sick.
All right.
What about you?
I'm partying this weekend.
Oh,
Yeah, come Tuesday, I'm gonna be a shell of my former self.
yeah. What kind of parties you guys going to?
It's my wife's birthday.
Oh, having people over?
Oh yeah.
Cool.
In typical fashion, that birthday lasts more than one day. So
Yeah, it's a birthday weekend.
yeah, birthday weekend.
Birthday weekend.
So we're gonna be raging. Come on over if you want.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah.
Not that far.
Honestly, seriously, please. I need someone
Wouldn't that
to
be
hang out with.
wild? If I was knocked on the door.
It'd be so cool.
Hey, dude.
I'd be like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, what's up? Let's hang out.
So, all right. Well, that's it.
That's it. Have a good
Cheers.
weekend.
You
Cheers.
too, man. Bye.
Underneath my lights we gather for tales of bruise in hand. Doug and Ryan lead the laughter. Best podcast in all the land. Crack a beer, the time is near. Stories bold and true. Saucy moments with some cheer. This hour's made for you. The well, it's where we dwell. Laughs and drinks they swell. Doug and Ryan casting spells. In our hearts they always held. From the first to final pour, wisdom flows unknown. The legends of the nights before. In laughter we have grown. Shots and stories intertwined. Underneath the moon, bruise and banter so divine.